we gotta focus on certain things.
Pop talked about force all kind of just what did you see in that aspect of where things just kind of started to get worse from the first half?
Of course, there's a lot of talent in front of us, against us, but it shouldn't be an excuse. I think there's stuff we can work on, but I still get to watch the game to understand it fully.
Rachel?
Hey.
Can you all step in, please? I gotta close this door. Thank you.
Can you step up a little bit, please? Sorry.
Sir, give me your backpack. There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
It's where the services Tom provides. So, Pop dinner after this. What has it been like getting to know him after seeing him from afar for so many years?
He's everything I expected and even more. It's just as a human being first, It's certain things that are really important for me in my relations, and he's just present at all times, and it's comforting.
Mark?
Hey, Victor, what do you think is the key in being able to fight through adversity, through any ups and downs?
We got a famous saying in San Antonio. It's "pound the rock," and it's it has a deep meaning, and how I see it and how I see life, there's always like adversity, and struggle sometimes, but it's not about how bad the struggles are going to be, but how persistent we're going to be. This works for whole seasons, but now it's just the beginning of the season. It's just one loss. We're young, we got a long way to go, but we're gonna keep pounding the rock.
Melissa, right in front of you.
Hey, Victor. I'm sure so many people have given you so much different advice about how to handle the hype. I'm curious what Pop has said that's really stood out to you about all of the pressure and all of the hype.
Nobody really gives me advice about how to handle the hype, but because very few people actually know how it is, But Pop is one of these few people, and it's at first when he first gave me a call, before even I met him, he just told me to be, to be patient, to be myself, and to focus on what's important. But I feel like once he got to know me, he just knew that it's not a big deal for me.
Sure, you're on the far right.
I saw that you were doing some lunges when you were coming into the game and doing some squats while you were sitting on the bench. Is there a reason in particular you keep moving?
Yeah, I don't know how you guys felt, but it's so cold out there. So I was just trying to stay warm. I do it sometimes, even at home and at every game. But today I did it more because I felt like it was really cold.
Jeff, right here.
You guys go from here to Phoenix, and I think you've told us Kevin Durant was one of your favorite players when you were younger. What did you like about his game, and what do you think it'll be like to be on the floor with him this week?
I like the fact that for years and years, nobody found a way to guard him, really consistently. So this is probably the reason why he was, one of my top very favorite players ever. And it is gonna be special, of course. But every night is kind of special here in the NBA.
Mike,
this is probably one of the most lopsided losses you've had in a long time. I'm wondering, do you see this as an education, like Pop mentioned earlier, or are you frustrated by it? Where's your headspace?
I wouldn't see any reason to be frustrated 3 games into the season, but it is a learning experience for all of us, of course. The good thing is once we got back into the locker room after the game, we immediately started looking back on ourselves, and nobody put their head down. We're learning. It's just consistency on the road.
Victor, it seems like a lot of us have questions for you. When you meet stars like Kawhi Leonard or Paul George, or even when you get to Phoenix with Kevin Durant, do they have questions for you? Do they want to meet you as well, or do they reach out and offer anything, or do you reach out to them?
you know, I never really get to sit down with players, especially my opponents, except the guys that I've known for long years, the French guys, for example, you know. But you know, they're my idols, but they're still my opponents, so I wouldn't really allow myself to just entertain a relationship with some guys, you know, that I'm gonna have to play against and to fight against someday. So it's, you know, there's a lot of respect, but they're still my opponents, even though they're my idols.
Law.
Speaking of that, Kawhi, you've had a lot of appreciation for Spurs culture even before you got here, and I know you're appreciative of being part of this organization. I mean, Kawhi was part of this organization. He was a face of the franchise like you are, and as I said that he would be open to talking with you. Like, do you have a connection with him? Like, what have you observed of him before being a Spur yourself?
You know, I've known about Kawhi Leonard for years, watching him on TV. Since I was watching the Spurs a lot, but of course I'm always open to, you know, to meet guys and to hear the advice. But as I told before, there's a lot of respect, but they're still my opponents, you know, and I'm gonna get as much as I can from whoever is ready to give me, you know. But that's it.
Last one, Malika, go ahead.
Victor, we've talked about how you visualize moves before you make them on the court. I'm wondering if you also, after losses especially, how you visualize maybe the things that didn't go right, the shots that didn't fall. Do you relive them? Do you actually redo them on the court? How do you process that?
Yeah, I think the good shots that I take in, I think I visualize them going in, you know, and I just keep my confidence to say that's a good shot, keep shooting them, it's gonna come in, it's gonna go in. But otherwise, it's a lot in big losses like this. It's a lot of bad choices, so not things we want to. I mean, we want to visualize ourselves and practice the, you know, sometimes the opposite of what we did. So yeah, it's really. I mean, there's a lot in a night like this. There's a lot to correct. So there's many ways to do it.
Thank you. We'll take a couple in French. Robin, go ahead.
Bonsoir Victor. Tu as été défendu un moment par Nicolas Batum, ton compatriote et coéquipier en équipe de France. Tu peux nous raconter un petit peu ce duel, comment ça s'est passé, ce qui s'est passé dans ta tête à ce moment-là?
Alors, bah, j'ai jamais été coéquipier avec lui encore, mais j'espère que ça arrivera bientôt. Et ouais, bah, bien sûr, c'est spécial, bien entendu, mais surtout que c'est un joueur que j'ai vu jouer en vrai étant petit. Mais sur le terrain, ça a beau être mon coéquipier, mon compatriote. Sur le terrain, quand c'est mon adversaire, on oublie ça, et je sais que c'est ce que lui veut aussi, parce que il fait son job comme moi je fais le mien. Et puis voilà, et puis aussi je sais que j'imagine qu'il veut pas, comment dire, il veut pas montrer de mauvais exemples en parlant sur le terrain ou quoi. Lui, il est concentré, et moi je prends exemple sur lui, je suis concentré.
Victor, est-ce que tu dirais que c'est la première fois que tu as vraiment été en difficulté sur un match NBA dans sa globalité?
Non, je dirais que c'est la troisième fois. That's it.
I don't know French yet.
Let's get ready for HoopJab.